Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on the purchase of your Keystone Laredo 330RL. You guys have picked a really cool travel trailer. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things I want you to take into consideration. First, your slides. You have your slide on your campsite, and you have a couple slides on your off campsite. So make sure you leave room when you park for those not to be touching anything, that they will open unhindered. And then think about where your water and electricity hookups are. Everything for yours is on your off camp side or your driver's side, all the way at the rear. It's going to be where your water is, just around the corner on the back of your units where your power is going to be. So park accordingly so that you can better utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once we've arrived, you unhook your hitch. Our hitch man will go over that with you. Then you have a power tongue jack. Your power tongue jack, raise or lower. There's your docking light. Should you not have power, you do have a manual override behind this button here. And a jack that'll crank that down. Speaking of power, when you arrive at the campsite, I suggest that you check your terminals, make sure everything hasn't wiggled loose. Once you've got your unit level, next thing you're going to do is stabilize your unit. Now your trailer does come with power stabilizing jacks. Let's come around to the other side here. Inside your front storage compartment, to the left you have docking lights, which are these lights right here. And to the right are your stabilizing jacks. Now you're just going to hit extend. What I do recommend are jack pads for these. Jack pads are that's all the farther you want to bring them down. If you look over on the other side, keep an eye on that one. You only want to bring it down until the unit is taut. Remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. Now I do recommend jack pads for underneath those. It's going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop, better distribute the weight. Grab some of those from our store. You also have them on the rear. Once you have all four of those down, got our unit level and our unit stable. Next thing we're going to do is hook up our water and electricity. Coming all the way to the back of the unit, you have your 50 amp service. So you have 50 amp service. Should you need to go down to 30, you do have this 50 to 30 amp dog bone. And then if you want to plug in a home somewhere or any other 110, you have this 30 amp to 110 adapter for here. Just remember, running off 110, you don't want to run your Fireplace or both AC units. So we've got our power hooked up. Next thing we're going to do is hook up our water. Right around the corner here, you have your docking station. On the top here, explains how to set it up. We'll hook it up to city water first. Have your handle point down. First and foremost, you're going to hook up a water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. So you're always going to want to use a water pressure regulator when putting liquid into your unit. Once you have this water pressure regulator hooked up and you hook up your hose, don't turn on your water yet. We're going to go ahead and find your hot water heater. So up toward the front of your off-camp side of the unit is your hot water heater. You're simply going to open this up and put in your rod and drain valve. Plug that back up, then you can go ahead and turn your water back on. Turn your hose on. Once your hose has been on for a little while, you're going to go ahead and burp up here, release the air out of the lines until a steady flow of water is coming out of this pressure release valve. Then you know your hot water heater is full of water and can be lit from indoors. Now you do have an on-off switch down here where it says electric element. Only use this to turn on your hot water heater if you're hooked up to 110. Everything else you want to do it from indoors. Now if you're camping and you don't have City Water Connect, you're going to go ahead and dry camp. You're simply going to switch your handle up to where it says tank fill. So just turn it up like this. Again, fill your tank. Over here with potable water. This is your potable water tank. You're going to come up here, switch this up to tank fill. Fill your potable water here again with your water pressure regulator. However, once your tank is full, go ahead and burp the lines again on your hot water heater. But whenever you're using the potable water is when you're going to want to turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when using City Water Connection. It's already pressurized. All right, we got our water hooked up, electricity hooked up, and we'll walk you around the unit, show you a few other things. Down here is going to be your tank flush. This is where you're going to flush your black tank when we're done leaving the campsite. This is going to be an outdoor shower. Back over on your off-camp side here, these are access to the back of your fridge, a vent for your microwave, a couple handles here. Down here is a freshwater dump. Your black and gray tanks will dump here. Your other gray tank there. There's your sewage hose to hook up there. Here's where your cable to satellite will hook up. Your big storage area. You want to mention on your slides, you have these wipers. You're going to want to keep these nice and flexible. So you do have what's called a wiper fluid to put on these. Keeps them from drying up and cracking up. They're made to last some years, but the longer life you get out of them, the better. Your hot water heater. Solar charged, should you decide to put solar on the side of the unit. This is for your spray port inside. Again, your docking lights, your power stabilizing jacks, and this is your battery disconnect. This way you can turn the battery on and off for power to the unit. Become important later when I'm talking about your carbon monoxide detector. Again, check your battery posts. If you have a regulator on the front of your propane tanks, just turn it towards whichever tank you wish. There's your cover for your propane tanks. I'm cleaning out your storage area right now. Over here on this side, you have a 110 here. Your big power awning with beautiful LED lights. Your solid steps. I'll show you how to bring those up later. And then down here you have your big outdoor kitchen. In your outdoor kitchen, you have a television. Simply push down on this handle, pull the unit out. It is locked in right now for travel. All your hookups for your TV. Furion sound system. Microwave. Your lighting for out here. Accent lighting. I do want to show you how to hook your grill up. So behind your grill will be this LP connect. You're going to come up underneath, pull it down through here, and it is going to connect right up here underneath. You have an on-off switch for that as well, so you can keep it hooked up without having it on. When done, just tuck it right back up in there. And then close it up. Power stabilizing jacks for the rear. You have a ladder to go up and check your seams. Caulk anything as needed. And this unit is pre-wired for a Furion backup camera. It's a device that you purchase, goes on the dash of your tow vehicle. Electronically communicates with that, giving you a backup camera. And then you have your spare tire with cover. That about covers everything on the outside for now. Let's go and take a look on the inside of your unit. Coming up in your unit, first and foremost, I want you to make sure that everyone that's camping with you knows where the fire extinguisher is. It can be by your entry doorway. In case of emergency, everyone will know where it's at. As you come into your unit, up on the wall you have this panel. Start with your thermostat. That'll control your heat, your fan, your cool. Just set it at desired temperature. Above here I have all of your slides out. But here's 1, 2, and 3 slides. And then here's your awning. I'm going to extend that awning out real quick while I'm showing you the rest of this. Show you how far to run it out. Make sure it's running out good here. All set. Extend your awning. So up here is just your lighting, your ceiling lights, your porch lights, your hallway light, step lights. Here's where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. Here's where you turn on your water heater if using, this is where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. This is where you turn on your hot water heater if you're using electric. And over here is where you turn it on if you're using gas. Over here is where you check your tanks, show the level of them all, and you can even check your battery. Coming inside your unit, over on your island, I want to talk about the 12-volt carbon monoxide detector. Earlier I was talking about your battery disconnect. Well, if you're going to be leaving and you're dry docking, and you're going to be gone for the day, nothing plugged into your battery to keep it charged, this runs off your battery constantly. So disconnect your battery when leaving for the day so this doesn't run your battery down. Of course, your legs removed. This table sits down on these lips to make another bed. If you want to touch lighting throughout. Television with remote. You also have a remote for your fireplace. Let's talk about your fireplace. They're not just for looks anymore. Yeah, I can change the color and get different flame looks on here. But the biggest thing is to do your temperature. It's cold in here early in the morning, late in the evening, instead of using up your gas, if you're plugged in somewhere, turn this on. It'll kick some heat out nice and warm it up in here quickly. This is your Furion sound system. There's a remote for that as well. There's a DVD player, CD player, dual zone. You can play your music indoors, outdoors, or both. 110 on both sides here. These are the front of your panels for your drawers over there. Show you quickly how to turn your sofa into a bed. Quick process. Remove the Velcro cushions. Like to stand in the middle for leverage. Lift, open your legs, and pull it towards you. Lay the back down and you have your bed. Reverse the process in a matter of seconds. You're back to a sofa. Over here you have your theater seating with what I like to call a parachute pull. Pull up on this handle here and that'll recline your chaise sofa. Individual lighting up in here as well. Let's talk about your Dometic Fridge. Inside the top will be your control panel. Here's where you turn it on. Pushed in, you'll be on auto, which means when you're plugged in, it'll be on electricity. As soon as you unplug, it'll go to gas. When you lift this up, it'll be strictly gas. So you have your stove here. This glass top makes an excellent backsplash. A panel light. Simply turn this to light. Hit your spark, and there's your flame. Shut that back off. Far right end is controls for your oven. You have a pan, drawer, rarity, self-explanatory microwave. A lot of presets on that. Big pantry, a coffee bar. At the bottom of that, you have an access panel to your breaker box and fuse box. It looks like you have mostly 15s in there, a ton of them. I recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. Grab some of those from our parts store as well. Coming down the hallway in our bathroom. Just want to mention in the bathroom you have plumbing to keep an eye on and maintain behind your toilet and under your sink. Just maintain it like you would your home. Just keep an eye on it, make sure it's not dripping. And in your bathroom you do have your 110 with GFCI Protect reset. So you have an exhaust fan up here. When you first arrive at campsite and it's really hot, open up your quick dumps. What that allows the AC unit to cool the cool air, making it nice and frosty, and then close your quick dumps and it'll blast cold air throughout the unit. Now we're going to close up our slides. You want to go through, shut off on all unnecessary lights that are not connected. The easiest way to do that is to come to your control panel and shut off all of your ceiling lighting. Then you'll know which lights you have to individually shut off. And then make sure that all of your slides are clear. Make sure there's nothing in the front of anything. That these slides can close without being hindered. Nothing around your island. Make sure your pantry door is closed. And same thing in the bedroom. Make sure that nothing's in front of the bed or along the slides to impede the slide in. And then you simply come up here and bring our slides in. Alright, we brought in all of our slides. Your solid steps here. Just want to mention those do have a cotter pin to adjust. Lift it up into the door slowly. Turn your handle. Tuck that back behind there. When this is straight, that's locked. Close your exterior door. Lift and turn this handle. Lock and deadbolt your door. Now we're going to go around and dump all of our water. So we're going to come around to our hot water heater. We're going to bleed our lines. And then we're going to pull our rod and our drain that hot water. Come back here where your black and gray tanks are. And you're going to dump them freshwater dumps. You can drain all your water out of your unit. You can do that at the campsite. And then we're going to head up to the dump station. At the dump station, you can use sewage hose. Hook it up. Then we're going to go back here.